Hello and welcome to this video. I'm playing kimmoval. Okay. B3A5 is actually not as trollish as it looks. It's actually, I think, fairly reasonable. So let's see. I got some weaknesses here on B4 and potentially C5 to play against. What is the best way to use that? Probably just knight f6 and then see what happens. He's going for the other fianchetto. Now h5, that would be really trollish. Not really a fan of that idea. Probably d6 e5, yeah, like a dark squared setup. I could just play g6, bishop g7, castles. Oh, takes that. Interesting. Yeah, e takes, I guess. G takes would just weaken my structure a bit too much. Interesting. I think I'm still going to fianchetto this. In some cases, such a structure... Okay, let's do this. Bishop g7. This is a structure with knight e2, knight c3. I can draw, yeah, this and so on. Is generally considered to be quite okay for white, but here I have the A file open and the rooks traded. That's a bit different. It's a bit different. I'm still not better or anything. It's just normally white easily gets in b4, b5, which is here. It's not as easy to do. Yeah, I'm on that square. In the very long run, I can always claim that my bishop pair might do something, even though it's currently not a factor at all. Maybe queen to b6. Look at this pawn. Yeah, I wonder if he's actually threatening b4. Yeah, if b4 I take it, I would be in a pretty annoying pin. I don't know. I could play queen to b4. Knight b4, knight a4. That's not a problem really, so I think I can do that. If I would manage bishop d7, rook a8, that would be nice. Get the rook on the open a file. Aha, okay. So what is the idea? Knight a4, some kind of... I don't know. Right, cannot be bad, I think. Knight a4, queen a5. I mean, he doesn't have a discovery with the knight. At least not a good one that I can see. And after knight a4, queen a5, I'm actually threatening b5 to win material. I mean, I'm still not a huge fan of my position, but should be okay, I feel. Maybe, what about c5? Oh, I can just move the queen, yeah? Alright, not a move that I expected. I would like to go rook a8 quite clearly, but this one. This queen b6, knight b4 situation is really a little bit unnerving. Knight a4, queen a5. I still don't see why this is a problem, potentially. Queen c1, rook a8. No, I don't see why this should be a problem. So I got this idea. By the way, if you look at the videos and you check my ratings, you sometimes see rating jumps. because I'm not covering every single game. I do play games in the quarantine league here on Lichess, and those I don't do videos on. These are those arena tournaments, and for those tournaments we usually have, oh, okay, so I get to take, we play as a team with my club is playing basically, and we are during the tournaments we are hooking up on Discord and chat a little bit, and so this is not covered in the videos, so it might happen that I gain or lose rating between videos. It's not that I skip some games, it just I'm skipping the whole tournament, so to say, because that's a bit of a different scenario. Right, b4. Tja. He's got knight b6 to totally trade everything off. We might just be happy with the draw here. I mean, not that white has any need to force a draw. He's not worse at all. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I more or less have to do it. It's important to note that this is increment, so I'm not going to lose on time. The 20 seconds are not really a problem. And you could offer a draw here, of course, with black. I'm going to make some more moves, but it's largely, I mean, it's just not going to change things unless he's doing something really stupid, which I don't really see happening. No, it's just a draw. King h4, king to h4, and then bishop e1 mate, something like that. Yeah, just take as the draw. I can put the bishop to g3 and go all the way to the c-pawn, but it's also just totally dead. I could simply agree on the draw, but clearly I cannot lose, so yeah, and now it just goes back and forth, so I can offer a draw here. Yeah, that felt like a fairly correct game in my mind. I mean, I was never better, I believe, and quite the opposite. Maybe white had some pull. So this a5 move, I know it looks like troll chess, but it's not so bad. It delays development, but if you get in a4 with black, you do have some options on the queen side. And honestly, if you look at this, let's say that's what we did: bishop b2, a4. He plays a pawn move. I mean, he has to develop his bishop somehow. We played this one, and I'm not really much behind in development, and this is a playable option. So he took there, which was surprising, but it's not terrible. And we got this this setup, and I thought that it should be okay for me. But I don't know, I didn't like it all that much. And around here I felt that there could be something, and the engine finds it's not so difficult once you get pointed to it. This idea, which is indeed extremely annoying. Yeah, if I move the knight back now, just grabs this super important pawn, and yeah, c5 is ugh. Yeah, this is not looking good at all. I have a huge hole here on d5 amongst others. Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit annoying, this position. Bishop b7, rook a3, and this knight b5. Knight b5 is a motif that I did not have at all on the agenda. I can do that all the time, but it's not obvious. At least not to me. Yeah, knight d3 is kind of a way to, yeah, more or less play for the draw, let's say, or play something super safe. But it's really, I cannot do much. Rook a8 feels logical, as I'm also a bit quicker on the a file. I think I probably, maybe around here, if I'm more precise, I can maybe pose more problems. Taking should be okay, but well, yeah. Yeah, it's just not much. Queen c3. Maybe I should keep queens on, but yeah, this is, I think, just equal. Yeah, and what he did here, this is not really very. I mean, I try to somehow keep the game going, and it could be a little bit risky. I mean, this is just making a draw essentially. But maybe white can try something. He moves like c5. My bishop here is fairly yeah, unspectacular at the moment, and it's not easy to see how to improve it. And then this is just totally equal. Yeah, not very exciting, but it's what happens sometimes. Thanks again for watching.